All right, so rosining the bow. So rosin is hardened tree sap that we use to keep our bow sticky so that it can pull the strings. And if you don't have rosin on your bow, then you aren't going to get a sound, or you're going to have to press really hard to get a sound. So whatever your rosin looks like, mine comes in this little package. I use Williams Salchow, that's Salchow, and I really like this rosin because when I put it on, it doesn't make it sound like super gritty. So if your rosin looks smooth like this, you want to open it up. Now you don't have to do this every time, so I'm going to turn mine around. You can see when it's opened up, it looks really scratched up like this. That ensures that the rosin is getting onto your bow. So I just use the end of my bow and I just kind of scratch into it. And then this is a normal amount of rosin that I put on my bow. I just scrub it in all the way into the horsehair, all the way up, and then I'll come down. And that's about as much as I would put on. I do that maybe every other day. Now I play a lot, so you might not need to do it as much. There's no exact amount. But I always tell beginners to get in the habit of rosining every day because I've noticed that most people don't have enough rosin on their bow. Okay, the next thing is how to tighten and loosen your bow. So you have the screw on the bottom of your bow, and when you put your bow in the case, you're going to loosen it. So I'm just turning it to the left, lefty-loosey, and you can see that the hairs are really slack here. So this would be what you would want to do to put your bow in the case. And sometimes I don't go that far. I just enough so that it's relaxed. Okay, so that helps the stick to remain nice and flexible, and you can see the shape of the stick is bent. So we want to keep that bend and not have it tense the whole time. So when I turn it back, you can still see the bend. See the bend? It's usually up here in the top of the bow. We still want that bend. So if you have two parallel lines with the hair and the stick, then you are too tight. We need that stick to be flexible. When you play, you want to make sure that the stick isn't pushed all the way down on the string. Then just tighten it a couple more times. Once again, there's no exact measurement for tightness. Just make sure that bend is there and that your stick isn't rubbing on the strings.